YouTube, what's up? Welcome back to Beastly Garage Kicks and Whips. And today we are just going to do a nice little relaxed video. I was thinking, I got a story to tell you guys. It's probably a story that most people have. Most people that are in the sneaker world, that are sneakerheads. I was going to tell you about the fakes that I received. And before I get into it, no, I didn't get sent fakes that I thought were real. I kind of knew what I was getting into. I just wasn't that knowledgeable. And you know, this is set a frame of time. This was probably 4 or 5 years ago. And I was not really into sneakers at that time. I was when I was younger, back in like the 90s. I was really into it, and then I got married and had kids, and you know, life, work, and everything, you know, took over, and I was not even concerned about shoes at all. I would buy sneakers maybe twice a year. So, like I said, about 4 or 5 years ago, I decided I wanted to get back into my sneaker thing, and I decided to go and grab a Jordan. You know, I liked a lot of Jordans. I never had them all back when they came out. So I was like, I'm gonna start, you know, buying the Jordans that I wanted as a kid or as a young adult. So the first one I wanted was, well, there were several. You know, the Jordan 4, the white cements, the black cements, as you call it, or breads, and then the Jordan 9's, the original white and blacks. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna go get me a pair of the white and blacks. Now I don't know anything about sneakers really, about where to buy them and stuff, and I definitely didn't have any contacts. You know, I live in a Philly suburb, so I was out of touch with you know, Philly and where would you go to get these on resale. So I just turned to my favorite friend, the internet. And the internet said, yeah, we can get you a pair of those Jordan 9's. And I was doing a bunch of Googling, and yeah, I found a site called DHgate. Never heard of it before in my life. I asked my wife about it, and of course, you know, women being women, she says, oh yeah, I've heard of that website. A friend of a friend supposedly goes on there, and they are able to get designer stuff for cheap. Maybe fake, maybe real. I'm thinking mostly fake. She says, but yeah, I've heard of it before. So I said, are they like legit? Do you get the stuff that you order? Because at that time, I was just more concerned about sending them money and them not sending me anything in return. And she was like, yeah. So I said, all right, well, I'm going to risk it. Because they have like a whole bunch of Jordans, and I'm going to buy these. I'm going to start with the 9's and see what they send me. See if they send me a Jordan that is what I would hope to be like a real Jordan 9. Because what I was told, or what I was thinking was at the time, was that all shoes were made in China, and my understanding was that these were made at the same exact factory that the regular shoes were made at. These were just somehow not produced and sold by Nike or Jordan brand. They were sold, you know, directly to me. So I thought I was pretty much getting the same thing. And I think at the time, the 9's were supposed to come out soon. I didn't really know that. But at the time, I think the 9's were slated to release maybe sometime later that year or something. So anyway, I bit the bullet. I went on there, created an account, did whatever you have to do, and I bought a pair. And I waited. I probably waited 2 weeks. And then I got a package in the mail, and the package was not what I expected. I expected a shoebox like any other shoe that I've ever bought from Foot Locker and Champs and any other place. But no, it was a package wrapped, just, I don't know how to, it looked like a brick of drugs, like you see on the movies, like a key of cocaine. Came, you know, wrapped up like that really tightly. So I unraveled it, and it was just the sneakers was sitting there. And when I first pulled them out, I was like, oh well, there's no box, but oh well, at least I got sneakers. At least they sent me something. And when I pulled them out, I was like, man, these things look good. Mind you, I haven't never held a pair of Jordan 9's in my hand. I never really looked at them, so they could have who knows what they could have sent me. I would have still thought that they would have looked good. So these came. Now, anybody with any real sneaker knowledge back then would have immediately said, okay, these things look definitely fake. So not me. I'm thinking, damn, these things look dope. They look good. I mean, I don't know what I was expecting. I was expecting fake shoes to just have like the Jumpman, just weird and everything. I just expected everything to be off on them. And at first glance, I was like, no, everything's good. They spelled Jordan right. Like I was expecting them to maybe misspell Jordan, and 23 it'd be like 24. But I was like, man, this thing looks good. I mean, look at that. Look at this. And I feel like I had a win there. I had a win. I was like, I think I spent maybe, I really can't recall, but I know I wouldn't have spent over $80. So I probably spent somewhere around $65 or something like that, which I thought was like a crazy good price. So yeah, I was happy with the shoes. I put them on, and I didn't wear them immediately. I do remember the first time I did wear them. I was going to my daughter's basketball game. It was a basketball tournament. Of all places to wear fake Jordans. But like I said, I thought they were pretty much legit, other than the fact I just didn't buy them from Jordan himself. So I put them on, and I went down to, let's keep these up here so you can analyze these while I'm talking and point out all the flaws. So I put them on, and I'm feeling dope and fly. I'm like, all right, I'm getting my swag back. I'm back into my sneaker thing. I'm going to go and buy more shoes. You know, I'm just going to have like a wall full of all the Jordans I couldn't get as a kid because, you know, I was a son of a single mom or a single parent household. So, yeah, I was just like, I'm going to just rack up. So I put these Jordans on. I had some nice sweatpants on at the time. I remember going to this tournament, and you sit right up on the court. Like there was like no stands. You sit right up on the court, and I'm sitting there, and I couldn't put my foot out far enough to so everyone could see that thing. And I'm sitting back there, and the only person I actually noticed was one of the referees, and he just came over during the middle of the game. He ran over to me. He was like, "Yo," he said, "I see you there, player. I see you there." Man, and my head was like, like it's big. So I'm stunting here. So goes off without a hitch. You know, I seen a lot of people looking down on my feet. You know, I'm like, yeah, look, dude, I got them 9's on. And it's funny thing, I know a lot of people aren't a fan of 9's, but I am. I'm a fan of these. This colorway anyway. Pretty much, I only like this colorway on 9's. So yeah, take them home. You know, I get an old shoe box, one of my old Jordan boxes, because like during that whole transition of kids and getting married, you know, when I wasn't into shoes, I was actually buying a lot of like Team Jordan stuff because I just really wasn't following Jordans at all. I knew what the retros were, but I wasn't keeping track of the newer signature Jordans. So I would just buy like whatever I thought looked good, which is how you should buy sneakers anyway. So I had a lot of old boxes, Jordan boxes, so I just put them in a Jordan box. And I kept them, I was gonna keep them on ice, so to say, and I thought they looked good. I thought my whole first outing in them went off, you know, without a hitch. So a little while later, I decided to wear them again. Like I said, I wasn't going to wear them too often because they had white soles, and I didn't want them to get all messed up. So I wore them out again, and I think this time was after they had released, like, I guess in every store. Said that I wasn't following releases or anything like that. I just know that I was seeing them out on more people's feet. So I guess they were restocked, and had I known, I just went and bought went to Foot Locker and bought them because from what I think, these probably sat because most people, you know, are not fans of Jordan 9, so they would have sat around for a while. Anyway, I go out with my wife. I think I'm looking good, and I see somebody near me, and I forget where we were exactly, but they were sitting down across, and they had the same shoes on, and I couldn't help but look, and I'm like, hold up, his shoes do not look like my shoes, and I'm like, and technically, if you could see what's going on in my head, I'm like a robot. I'm like analyzing, I'm looking, and I'm spinning his shoe in my head, and the graph is coming up, and you know, like, and I'm looking, and I'm like, damn. First of all, his shoe is sparkling. Why is it sparkling? And I'm looking, and I see when he gets up, he goes and does this and comes back, glittering. My shoe doesn't have no glitter. And I'm slowly pulling my foot back a little further, and I'm looking more, and I'm like, just the whole shape of his shoe of this looks different. It looks nicer. And then I'm looking, and I'm like, oh my God. I said, what do I got on my feet? What do I got on my feet? These things are trash. So I whispered to my wife, and I told her, I said, these shoes I got on, I said, they are some trash fakes. I said, I need to get these shoes off. I need to go home. So, yeah, I was uncomfortable. Of course, I didn't leave early. But when we did come home, I couldn't Google fast enough real versus fake. And when I did that, I don't know why I never did that before. I wasn't into it. I didn't watch sneaker videos. I didn't watch any of this stuff. So yeah, I Googled it, and I was like, man, these shoes are fake. These shoes are so fake. It's ridiculous. I'm surprised that I didn't get clowned in the streets fake. Like when that guy, and I'm replaying everything that went on when I wore these shoes, and I'm like, that dude the referee at the game wasn't like, those shoes are dope. I think he was clowning me because they look so fake. I think people were looking at my shoes when I was walking in them because they like, this guy with them fake ass 9's on. Everything that was making my head big should have made it small because, man, I play myself. So basically, I never wore these shoes out again since then. Now, the only time I have put them on, because they're all kind of comfortable. They're big ass slippers now. I put them on to walk the dog. And that's it. And that's at nighttime. But other than that, I keep them just as a reminder as to, I did it. I bought fakes. It wasn't like someone sold it to me, unknowingly. I did it. I was naive. I thought that I was going to get something for nothing. I thought for $65 I was going to get myself an identical shoe or a shoe backdoored from China, and that wasn't the case. They sent me replica fakes. These aren't even replicas. These are horrible. Now, if you want to look at these, look, the whole shape here is just like, why is this so high? What? Can you see that? Why is this so high? What? There's like the lines here. Look, I ain't gonna go over it. There's so much wrong with this shoe. It's ridiculous. So, yeah, I bought these. I'm not proud of it, but I did. And I'll never do it again. But I just wanted to give you that story. I think we all have these stories where we either bought fakes by accident or you bought them on purpose, because I think at a certain time, they were everywhere. They still are, but I don't know. But yeah, now I'm pretty much, I don't even buy my shoes now from secondhand people. I either buy them directly from the store, and I've bought maybe I think 3 pairs so far from StockX. So, not to say StockX is perfect. I'm sure some fakes slip through there. But yeah, just to make sure all my stuff is legit. I can't wait for these to come out again. If they don't come out again, I'll probably pick up a pair from StockX. I do plan on maybe picking up those ones that are coming out that kind of look like the Win like 86 colorways, the UNC blue. I think they're dope. And the color, the light blue with the dark blue, is actually my children's school colors, so I can rock those to like their games and stuff. So I think that'll be cool. But with these bad boys, yeah, they're gonna go, and they're just a reminder of what not to do. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I got the Fear of Gods. They're on the way, so I should have them tomorrow. I'll put a video up, if not tomorrow, Thursday. So look forward to that bad boy. And that's it. Thanks. Have a good night. I'm out of this, John.